Hey everybody, so I came up with a question that we were talking about at my breakfast table this morning, and I wondered if anybody else ever thought about this. Let's see, got my focus. Ooh, okay. Are we a race of convenience? You know, a lot of times we talk about a lot of different things, but are we a complete race of convenience? Because I thought about that we're a very service-based race, like of people, like the human race in general. Like just about everything that we have and we do and we use a service. Like you go to your doctor because you get sick or you need a checkup. You go to your dentist to get your teeth fixed. You go to the grocery store to buy groceries that somebody grew for you. We go to the gas station to get gas pumped in our car that came from someone working to put that gas in our car. You know, even though we had to pay for it, it was drilled, mined somewhere, somebody had to work. It's a service. It's not just a necessity. Just about everything we do is service based, and it's some of it convenience, because sometimes we can walk down to the corner store instead of ride down to the corner store. And are we failing as a race of people because of convenience and service? Like me, for instance, I have talked about this with my mother before about food. You know, I gained a lot of my weight from not just eating a lot of junk food, just for sometimes convenience. You know, I'm so glad that they're taking the junk food machines out of the kids' schools and stuff now, because those are horrible, convenient bags and snacks of death, basically. You know, I remember when I was in school, we had a Decker store. I don't know if everybody had that, but we had a Decker store right across the street, the way from my class. So in the morning, they had a lot of different treats like Dunkin' Donuts and chips and snacks, and just about every kid filled up that whole Decker store and purchase something every day, me included. But it was convenient because it was like right across the way from my class or on that specific floor, so I really didn't have to go that far for it. And then when it came to time for lunch, even though I had to walk down to where the lunch area was, it's just that everything that my bad habits I picked up through life were convenient to me. It wasn't really hard to get to it. It wasn't really, you didn't have to really go through that much. Snacks were a plethora. And the only reason I talk about that one little example is that how many of us really have either gained weight or bad habits just because things are kind of convenient to us. I mean, in the store, even if you look at bag salad, for instance, yeah, you can get the lettuce and you can cut it yourself, but it's a lot simpler just to take that lettuce pre-cut and throw it on your plate and call it a day. Take your dressing. It used to be a time that people actually had to cut their lettuce, or even dressings. Some people actually used to make dressings and stuff like that. Ooh, arm getting tired. So the point being is that a lot of our stuff that we have is convenient. I mean, even though it's a bit random how I'm putting it together, mostly everything that we do is convenience. You know, we don't have to walk that far, we don't have to do much, and we even have vacuum cleaners that vacuum for us. I mean, everything we do is convenience, and I wonder, is it too much convenience? Because I myself love technology, and I'm glad that they have vacuum cleaners that can vacuum for you, because hey, that free up time to do other stuff than vacuum. But how many resources does it take for us to have the convenience that we have and not to think? Because we don't have to think about anything. You don't have to think about how you're going to get your food except going to the grocery store and getting it. And you don't have to think about the water that you use in your bathroom, because you know when you turn on the water, the plant has cleaned it and treated it for you. And we don't have to care about why we have to drink bottled water, because we don't really look that further other than buying bottled water. Instead of saying, wait a second, why am I buying bottled water and paying for sewage every month? They should make sure that our water is clean enough to drink out of the tap. Why has it gotten to this point? So if you can kind of pick up anything from what I've said or put together, and just, you know, that question, is our convenience our downfall and our despair of our race? Because there shouldn't be children who are 12 years old at 200 pounds. And a lot of that came from convenience, because it's convenient to give snack food instead of regular food. It's convenient to stop at McDonald's in the morning and buy a biscuit McNuggets and stuff like, not biscuit McNugget, like them little biscuit sandwiches and orange juices and different things like that. it's convenient for us to do a lot of things we do. Like, I picked up so many of my bad habits through life out of convenience. You know, instead of bringing lunch to work, I went and purchased the lunch from some type of place, either some food place, which would probably, no, well, most of them were very unhealthy practices. You know, if pizzas and chicken and anything that was a food option to order from. You know, and they don't give you a lot of food options to order where you just have really good salads, because we all know they put salad on the menu, but a good salad like Crispers or something like that, they don't have that in delivery. So that was just my little thought of the day, and I just wonder what other people think. All right.